in Titan. I don't believe it. They were been picking this map against teams recently. They have clearly got a lot of confidence going into it, and in fact, this is going to be Fnatic's choice against them as well. So that's actually even more interesting to me. But we're into the pistol right now, and we are looking at a bit of poking there from Olafmeister up middle. He's going to see absolutely nothing, and a 4-man stack for Titan on A.
Yeah, that is true. If they do get word of this, though, as Olaf's working round, they could fairly easily take this B site, but it's going to be an interesting one as Olaf's just testing the waters, just sticking out a little bit, wants to try and find out what's going on here.
This is really cool from Titan, actually. Perhaps going for quite a big gamble. A is easier to retake, and Existence just completely annihilates Olafmeister, and that is going to cue the push into the B-bomb site for Fnatic as they charge into the back and easily annihilate the defenses. And Titan need to go for this retake. So this was kind of the worst case. They wanted to stack. They wanted the team to run into them on A, but it didn't happen. So now 3-on-3. Nice little nade, but can they get themselves an advantage into these picking situations? Good positions for Fnatic.
Flusher and Crim's not looking too healthy at all, and neither's Pronax now, but JW will get the first one. Kenny S and RPK to retaliate, though, and RPK going very aggressive now with that CZ75. He'll get one there onto Crims, and Flusher will be tapping away. He wants to try and take down Kenny as he's just chilling on the bomb, but no time, unfortunately, and they'll both be taken down by the blast.
If he had had a kit there, maybe it would have been possible, but yeah, Fnatic are going to take the opening pistol, and we saw how in their match against NIP, how well they started. They started phenomenally well. They had a really good economy. They had, 5 or 6 rounds or so. Well, I think like 5 rounds in a row, more or less, before NIP decided to just come back and win 16-6. So, or 16-7. So, Fnatic looking to go crazy with the submachine guns once again.
But interestingly, Olaf opted to buy the but we'll get a kill with it, taking down Maniac. It's 3v5 now. Existence will get one there, though, over the top of that smoke. See you later, Flusher. Crims returns a kill, though, onto Kenny S, and it's only 2v4 now. Crims, 20 HP. Not looking too healthy.
Wow, that was a good nade. 46 health left on Existence. Very nice damage indeed, as they look to finish on the A site. So, ooh, Apex could get some extra damage done here. He's going to be able to pick up the weapon. This could be quite important, but he doesn't get time to go for the switch. And the bomb will go down for Fnatic. But Existence, meanwhile, has actually found himself a Mach 10, and he's going to hold on to that one, it would seem.
Yeah, not going to try any Biggie Smalls plays, try slay a few of the Fnatic players, but he might actually catch wind here. We do see one player, I think it's Pronax, pushing down mid. If he spots him, he could be able to get the frag maybe with that Mach 10, or even Crims as he goes very aggressive out of apps, very low HP, and he will get it.
So Existence really wants to switch for that MP7. I'm surprised he didn't go for that immediately, but worried that there could be more players in the immediate vicinity, and they are not going to find him. Oh dear, the bomb blast actually killed him. I didn't think that far out with 50 health that he would go down there. So it turns out that one grenade that got thrown over all the way to Carl did 50 damage to him. Turns out that was pretty important. So we're going to see 2-0 for Fnatic.
Yeah, and then we once again see the 2 MP7s, a Mach 10 and 2 AKs on Fnatic. This is going to be interesting, but we see the quad stack over on B. 4 men, 4 guns, 1 site.
Sounds like a B movie title right there. 4 men, 4 guns.
Who will win? Fnatic versus Titan 2015.
There we go. They're going to actually try to break this. So they are going to be walking into the stack after all. So, Crims is going to open things up, take down Existence. It might just give them a full sense of security, but they are going to fall back. I think some of the players were spotted. They got a man in CT spawn. So, JW with this position, how on earth did he manage to find his way there? Going to spray down RPK. Now they're going to know. And there's no way that those 2 players on B can ever get past JW here. And so the rest of the teammates.
JW kind of very aggressive with it as well. He's not even going to let him attempt to pass. He's just going to immediately give him the ticket and just run in. Be interesting to see if he can get this final kill onto Kenny as he goes for the face, and of course he can, just spraying him down. You saw Kenny go to a complete halt there.
Yeah, it's not quite 1.6, but But yeah, it's gonna bring some nostalgia to people that remember how much tagging like slowed you down in 1.6. Like you could almost not move. You just have to like be bunnying on the spot
Yeah.
to try to like dodge and evade. It's pretty much all you could do sometimes, especially if you got tagged by like an AWP or something. But here we go. We're gonna have the full buy coming in from both teams. AWP on JW, AWP on Kenny S. Quick little peek down middle for Kenny S. And he's not gonna spot anything just yet. Olofmeister though, he's drawing nearer and nearer to Maniac, who will spot him momentarily and fall back here. It's very smart and safe, but
Bit of a foul nade even onto himself there. Takes a little bit of his HP off.
okay. So Flusher again made the point in the previous map as well. He is very, very good at winning these challenges on Banana by himself, and that is the task he's been given. That allows more manpower towards the A side of things in the early map control battles. And so far, not much damage really exchanged, as normally it tends to happen, because Titan are being very defensive, and Fnatic don't look too confident into pushing into some of these angles just yet. But the time is running low.
That is true indeed. 34 seconds on the clock, and it's going down second by second. It looks like they will be deciding to go for that B take. If they get that entry, they'll be greeted with a free site, as there's only one man there.
Will go down as well. So Maniac going to take down Crims. They are locking this down now as Fnatic scramble to try to salvage something in this round, but they've really left themselves with no time to do anything. And this is looking really good now for Titan, because they could even potentially kill one of these players after time, at least Olofmeister, but the smoke is going to deter them from going for that, and he's going to keep himself alive. But Fnatic, I mean, they hadn't really committed until like 25, 30 seconds, but they still hadn't yet got a frag, and Titan held on to their grenades really well. We even saw a grenade there, like right in the I think on the other side, saw a grenade available, so Titan holding on to grenades really well there. Fnatic need to pressure them more to get rid of these grenades. Oh, nice from Kenny S there.
Yeah, it was nicely done by him, shutting down JW very early on. And JW, you've seen the past few games, he's been a real driving factor for Fnatic, even though with the AWP changes and Flusher, beautiful kill there onto RPK. Opens up Banana for him. But there are two men sitting on sites. There's two men on both sites even. Be interesting to see what Fnatic are going to opt to do here as the bomb is working its way up second mid.
So Flusher with that pick onto RPK for free, once again, really showing people how strong he is in those situations, and it's going to slowly fall back. So we're going to have a Fnatic push onto A, it would seem, or potentially they can actually go for the fake if they want, even though they have no one left on Banana, they can go for that, but it's more likely in this setup that they're going to go for that A push. And they're leaving themselves with more time and already a frag on the board, and the pressure to allow also for some of the grenades to be already depleted for Titan. They'll have enough to go for the defense, and in comes Fnatic. Crim spraying down Kenny S as he tries to retreat. This is looking very good here for Fnatic.
Yeah, they should be able to win this one with ease. Now they're in the site, they've cracked it open, but they don't realize Maniac still just chilling away on balcony, and he will get one kill onto Flusher there.
So he's Pronex on the site. Gonna go for the peek there, finds Apex, and Crims will take down Existence to clear out the remainder of Titan for the fourth round. And this is looking quite good for them, because Titan, after taking their first buy round, they've now been immediately money screwed. So this is very sad for them being reset like that, and they're gonna, even after one save here, the money you just saw, you have to add like 1900 to that, and because that's what they're gonna get when they lose this. If they, well, they're probably gonna lose this one. That's what they're gonna get if they lose this one, and that means that they'll still not have enough for a really solid buy. Then this is what happened to Fnatic on their CT in the previous match. We saw how horrible that was, but look at this. In goes Olofmeister. They're gonna find the stack of those three players, and it gets nothing, almost nothing.
Yeah, that is a shame. And Maniac and Kenny S are the last two CTs up against a fully armed to the teeth T side. They're not going to be able to do a real lot here.
It's so depressing to be, in that position on CT where you never have enough money, but you have to buy because otherwise you have to eco. But you have just enough to kind of force it up and kind of skimp on some nades, just barely scrape out the pharmacists. You can't get the AWPs going. That kind of a buy, and having to do that, it really sucks. And I feel like Titan are going to be in this position now.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, they're just running out of money, and they've tried things and it's not been working, and it's a shame. And they've got that round on the board, but that round's just not enough as they're just struggling far too much. I just want to try and save those pistols now. They have no reason to lose them, really. It'll be really hard for them to try and get guns off Fnatic at this point. Maniac, 22 HP, he'd fall over immediately.
Indeed. So are they going to go for that buy? Or will they try like another half buy to kind of like even up the money so they can buy again? Yeah, they're going to go for that. And the thing is, at this point of the match, it does make a lot of sense because, I mean, they're shy of having the real buy, and it kind of feels almost pointless to get the proper buy and not have grenades to really support it, because it changes the playstyle a lot, and it really gives advantage to Fnatic and more momentum to them. So they're going to have the standard opening again from Fnatic. Flusher up Banana, and Crim's down into Boiler.
Yeah, fairly default. And it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen this round as you see two players on that A site. Apex will go down very early on there. It's completely taken out by Crims, and it's not looking too amazing for Titan. A very early pick is going to hurt them very hard, as it's going to mean they're going to have to sort of saturate where their players are playing. You have to sort of send them over and overcompensate. And 2 players on A, 2 players on B. Now only 1 on B as RPK drops over. And they're going for that A take. Kenny going a little bit aggressive here. He might be able to find a frag as he flashes himself into the smoke. Runs straight past Crims there. But Pronax will finally get the kill.
And yeah, definitely not looking too good for them, is it? They're going to get absolutely nothing. Well, just 1 kill on JW. But that is small consolation in the face of such a strong economy that Fnatic are rolling with. But now they can get their buy-in. So we saw 2 rounds pretty much for free there going towards Fnatic. And you can see that it's reflected in the bank that they have. But KennyS has an AWP now. And again, this is really, really hard. This is when the Thunder gets to be awkward for the CTs. But let's have a look and see if KennyS can take down the usual pusher, which is Flusher. But Flusher's going to realize already, I think, that there is an AWP there, likely, at least. But Olofmeister already getting the entry onto the A side of the map. He's getting more and more kills here, taking down Maniac, eliminating all resistance on the A bomb site. And they have to save. They surely have to save here. I mean, they're going to have an eco again if they lose this round. It's better to save these 3 weapons. There's 5 people still left alive for Fnatic. This is ridiculous.
There's nothing they can do. It wouldn't make any sense for them to try it. And Kenny does get 1 though, shutting down Flusher there. They still have no reason to go for it. There's 2 men on the A site, 2 pushing behind. It's going to be hard for them, but all they want to do is just save out. But Kenny slowly evening up the numbers now. But JW will punish him, and looks like he wants to try and claim all 3 of the surviving CTs. He's going fairly aggressive now onto the CT spawn.
This is really smart from Fnatic. They already had 2 players at the bottom of Banana before the bomb had finished planting. They already knew what Titan were going to have to try and do, which is go for this save. And it's just down to existence. This is so worth it for Fnatic. And they might just get existence as well. He's going to try to run towards the bomb here, get another defensive angle to play with the AWP, which he can save for KennyS. And it will go to him, but that was crippling.
Yeah, he did manage to catch a foot there, but that's all he'll see. He won't be able to get the kill, but that is so bad for Titan. That's just unfortunate, because they literally just got caught in a pincer, like you said. Everyone coming from behind, they had nothing they could do at all.
That's really rough indeed. Just money has been so bad for them. KennyS is going to go for the peak, but and this time he will get it. Look like JW had a little pixel to work with, but KennyS is a little bit faster this time around. And previously, we saw Olofmeister just barreling in, pick after pick into the A bomb site. But this time, things will get a little bit slower. And Titan, they have 3 pistoling players.
Yeah, that is true. Kenny with the AWP that he saved, of course, existence. Opted to pick up a FAMAS, but a 5.72 CZs. You're not going to be able to do much at all against a fully armed T side. At
the very least, they have JW down, and with a full 5 members left alive for Titan, they do have also a good setup at the moment, as Olofmeister is hungry for some picks. He might be waiting for a flash in from a teammate. And here we go. In go the grenades. Going to try and block off Pit. There's no one. Actually, no, there is. Maniac can drop into Pit right now, and Apex is in the site, so this could happen here. Apex gets the spray onto Pronax with the CZ, picks up the AK, eliminates Flusher, and Maniac is pulling out the frags. Of course, the 5-7 on that man is something to be reckoned with. and Titan will pick up a very needed round.
That was absolutely beautiful from Titan there. It wasn't their round, and then all of a sudden, from nowhere, they just did kill after kill, just racking it up and managed to get it, and it was absolutely beautiful. I don't know what happened there at all.
Yeah, incredible stuff there from Titan. Holding down the A-bomb site, but Fnatic, as we already saw, they have so much money in the bank, and Titan, they have to get a good couple rounds here to be secure on their money. Again, if they lose this, they get reset again, and then they have no money to buy. Then they're in that double eco position, which they've already been in. They've already been in that position where they had to just buy like a few CZs, and then that was it. So this is a very, very stressful round here for Titan. They absolutely must take this one to have any chance against Fnatic. And we see that Fnatic are looking for that no-nonsense B push.
Be interesting to see if Titan can defend against it as the flashes rain down. Existence pushes through the smoke and no one seems to spot him. He's right behind them, but they do finally manage. He's there. JW get one on mid as well. That was actually really weird. I'm surprised
That was hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know how they didn't cotton on sooner and Fnatic will pick that round up.
That's. I wish we could have been on Existence's perspective the entire time. That looked like hilariously bad. But look at this money. Look at this money. They got nothing. They've been reset again. This is horrible for Titan. And indeed, Existence, he went for that kind of like happiest play where you just saw, and also MBK is really good at doing it, where you just run straight through the smoke whilst you're spraying, whilst they're rushing in, and you try to get behind them. He managed to do that, but he missed everything. So it's not good enough there from Existence in that moment. And of course, Fnatic, they are looking to pick up probably another 2 really easy rounds out of that.
Again, very aggressive already. And we see 2 players from the CT side tucked away and absent. Olaf will find the first and he'll find the second. He'll claim both frags as well. Maniac and Kenny S are down and out. Apex finally gets one though, taking down Flusher. Trying to even up the numbers, and he will pick up that AK and scurry off with it.
And when Olafmeister sees a player in that position, the first one, it's very likely on a round like this that he knows that there's got to be another guy playing off of him right here, like that you can have like a bait setup or something. So very smart of him to just understand like all the possibilities and just get that quick bedroom check there. And nice little hip shot there from JW, but it will be the end of the round there for Titan. 9-2 now the score, as Titan are still in a lot of money problems, and they're going to have to force it up here. And this is exactly what happened to Fnatic when NIP destroyed them in the last match. Fnatic on their CT side were in exactly the same position as Titan have been in like time and time again.
And that's the thing, they're just ruining their economy, and Titan can't do anything at all. They're keeping them stuck in that rut, and that's what you need to do. And Fnatic are doing an amazing job of doing it, but Kenny will pick up the first one. They're completely blind, tapping away, takes down Flusher. Unfortunately, JW will send Maniac to the Burns ward. As he burns away, RPK will get taken down as well by Crims. Apex and Kenny S are the last 2 standing men. I spoke too soon, it's only Apex left with that AK in hand. Olafmeister is very low. Crims, he's taking a little bit of damage, only 40. Pronac on 100 HP. Apex will get one though onto Olafmeister. He will go very aggressive, but unfortunately will get shut down by Crims. And now 10 rounds in the bag for Fnatic. They're just doing absolute damage to Titan.
Yeah, it's not a pretty sight. That is for certain. And the problem with when you have those situations where they put in the buy there is that they didn't have any bonus to begin with. So now they're in a position where they're ecoing again, and it's just there's no good way out of this situation. It's just, you just have to pull out these clutch rounds. They did that once actually, but then when their 4-buy did come in, they just lost that round, and then that was just all over again. We have the same story playing out as RPK will spot the man Flusher. He's always the one there on Banana for Fnatic, and we've seen this situation before. Olafmeister decimating the Apartments players with that kill onto Apex here, and Fnatic looking to pick up their 11th round here.
It makes you wonder if Titan needs to sort of switch it up a bit and go for more of an aggressive play, because Fnatic are just getting far too much map control far too early, and Olaf every round's basically getting the welcome map rolled out to apps.
Yeah, he's doing really good work there, and they had that big push down middle, but it didn't really accomplish all that much. Fnatic were able to shut that down pretty well. If they had rifles when they were trying, if they tried that with rifles, potentially, they could have something better go for them, but it would be so risky to try that. And at this point, though, they do need big risks. They need the big rewards, and this is the kind of moment where a team deciding to do that like, let's say we're back in that position again where they had won that round. They like, somehow they clutched it with the 5-7s and the CZs and they managed to pull it through. They got the buy-in. That's a round where they absolutely must win, or they're basically out of the match. As we're seeing here, they're being shut out of the match by Fnatic. So to play like a standard round can work, but it's always interesting to see the teams that decide, hey, let's just go for something so ridiculous that if they don't expect it, we will just win the round, and then that will secure our economy, and then we'll play with more confidence, and we can get rounds back sooner. But they decided to play more passively. So I mean, you could go either way. There's no right call, but it's just interesting, and we're seeing Fnatic just roll them right now. Oh, it's a buy. They have a buy. They have money.
They
oh my god.
have cash, yeah. And interestingly enough, we're seeing it now more than ever. Everyone getting those Molotovs. And Titan, they're really skilled with Molotovs. And right there on Banana, that's denied entry to Banana. Banana is out of use for today, guys. But Flusher will be charging straight back in there after the Molotovs go up. It's a shame there wasn't more Fnatic players in there to just be burnt out. And 2 kills there on the board for Titan. Unfortunately, Flusher will get 1 or 2 existence as well, though. 4v3 this early on into the round. 1 minute and 10 on the clock still. Can Apex catch wind of Pronax just tucked away in apartments as Olofmeister comes over to assist? Will be burnt and then shot away, but unfortunately, Olofmeister and JW picking up 2 frags. JW should catch wind of Maniac here. He sees his barrel and he lands the shot. RPK is the only man standing now. He has the M4, he's got the smoke and the flash, but ooh, JW missing that very first shot there. And RPK will punish it, but through the smoke, JW lands the second. And there we see it, Fnatic just round after round now. 12 rounds on the board for them. It's 12 rounds on the T side is not great at all for the CTs.
No.
That's something you do not ever want to see.
I really liked in that round how Pronax made the call after the huge amounts of trading, and they saw 3 players on Banana. He immediately called, I think, whilst the fight was still going on, that his teammates push up A, because Kineas couldn't be there on Arch side. They had to be very weak on one side, so you can see how fast they were able to push both sides in A. So very nice counterplay coming out from Pronax in that spot to get his team rotating in time to abuse the window. And once again, we see big presence all over the map from Fnatic, and they are happy to take these jewels. They're up against shotguns, they're up against FAMAS. Of course they're going to take all these jewels, and Maniac going to creep behind Pronax, and oh, he does actually get the bomb down. Okay, he can work with this. Okay, he's going to get eliminated, so he can't take a position, but 13-2 now. That is just, they got wrecked. They got wrecked. They got destroyed.
They did. They just got completely owned. I mean, that's all
Yeah.
you can say, really. Like, 2 rounds on the CT side, that's a shame.
Okay, so here we go. I mean, the pistol round is always a must, but yeah, Titan need to get something going here. Otherwise, it is lights out for them. So aggressive on Banana from Fnatic. Oh, this could be quite a good play here from Titan. They want to hit towards A quite hard, but they are slowing their roll a little bit now. They go towards Boiler here, but the synchronization between that Boiler and mid push is coming in, and Titan look to be taking some map control here over towards Arch.
Yep, as they do begin to go in for that A take. Existence gets 1 there onto Olofmeister as well, and Fnatic are dropping players like flies now as Apex picks 1 up as well onto Pronax. 2 men standing on the CT side, but Flusher will get 1. A USP tap straight into existence, and Crims gets another there. Kenny S is out of the round. RPK and Apex, the last men standing. Can they hold this bomb plant as Apex picks up 1, begins to tap away to try and get the second onto Crims. He will see him, and he will take him down there. Titan finally get a round, and they get the first pistol round.
A nice performance there from Apex. He got 4 kills in that one. And now Fnatic are going to be put into a horrible situation on their money. It's been a while since they've had that happen to them, perhaps since the NIP match, but now it's time for Titan to be feeding Fnatic their own medicine. And we see the full buy coming out from Fnatic. All the pistols, all the armor, and even a few nades to boots.
Yeah, the 2 MP7s and the MAC-10. Be interesting to see if they can rack up some bank very early on in the game. It's what they need to do, really, especially against a team like Fnatic.
So they have 1 player deep in apartments in the bedroom, do Fnatic at the moment, and still trying to play around with some spots here. They really don't want to get caught off by a stack. That would be the worst thing to happen at the moment. So they are just trying to do some fact finding, get some early damage. Maniac successful in that so far. But you can see the bombers towards second mid here, so they are very spread out, keeping all their options very open at the moment.
That is true indeed. And Maniac is in a wonderful spot on Banana as he punishes one player. Crims is out. Wants to try and pick up the second, but he's now only on 2 HP. Does a final Glock burst as he decides to tuck away. But Kenny will be taking his role as he shuts down Flusher. Olafmeister will finally take him down, though, as RPK begins to push into the site. Rattles the shots off from his Galil and punishes Olaf. They've got the B site now, though. Maniac is only on 2 HP, but doesn't matter too much as JW and Pronax are over on the A bomb site and they're really not feeling too confident about going for this one. They'll probably just save that CZ and the 5-7. Yeah,
it was a nice take there by Titan. And I gotta say that in rounds like this, having the ability to play with the submachine guns is really nice because you can run with them so effectively that, ooh, JW gets tagged a lot there. They might even be able to hunt him down. He's going to reposition very quickly, but yeah, to finish point, I mean, you can have a lot more confidence running into a bomb site with an MP7 or something or a MAC-10 because running and spraying it is quite effective with SMGs. With most of them with the Sensitivity update, you actually want to be using them whilst running pretty much exclusively, much like the Tech 9. So unlike the Galil or the AK, when you kind of want to be stutter stepping or jiggle peeking, you can actually just go straight in there with the SMG. You can just lead the charge, and we saw that was quite effective there for Titan. But Fnatic going to be saving what they had from the previous round, 2 pistols, 2 armors, and the rest is just going to be a save. So looking to do some damage here.
Yeah, that's true, and they will open the floodgates onto the B site, but Maniac, funnily enough, will be the first to fall as RPK gets one there onto Flusher. Another character on the T side dropping as well, but Apex will not be bothered by it at all as he picks up 2 as his own. We see the trades begin to come out. Only Olaf standing. This has happened very quickly. And begin to go around pushing into runes. Let's see if he can do some damage here onto Kenny, who's just deciding to hide away there with that MP7, but he actually changes his mind and lands the flying headshot with the MP7.
Okay, so Titan got themselves some rounds on the board, but it is a long road ahead. Fnatic have themselves there by now, and well, no AWP on JW. The money was a little bit too tight for that to be possible, so can't even glass cannon it. Gonna have to stick with the regular rifles. Something to note though is that they only had 3 smokes to start the round out with, so this is Fnatic need to get a little bit aggressive, and this is going to be quite good for them to start off. Olafmeister charging down, takes down Kenny S. He was blinded. Cribbs gets the frag onto Apex as well. They've got the bomb. This is huge. Titan, they have to deal with this right now, and they're going through the smoke to try to pick up the trades, pick up the bomb, but it's just existence left now as their efforts fail. And Fnatic, they do exactly what they had to do and get aggressive. They had no nades. They needed to do something. What a response.
That was beautiful. That's the thing, as you said, they had no way to play the round out defensively. So they thought, whatever, let's just do it. They went with the rush, got the first pick, got the second pick, and then went, guys, we've got the bomb. They knew that Titan couldn't do anything at all, and they had to try and fight back. And at that point, it was too late. Fnatic had already just locked everything down, and now we see him just pulling out the boost as Existence just wanders around second mid, trying to get some information, because he knows there's not much he can do here. 1v3, whilst they've got bomb control, that's basically round over.
Absolutely. I mean, it happens quite a lot. Oh dear, poor Existence. Firing squad is out to play. But yeah, it's something that I see happen quite a lot. I don't think it's the correct way to play it. When you have a buy like Fnatic did, you have limited grenades, and importantly, only 3 smokes. As you say, you can't really play the round defensively properly, because the reason why this map is CT-sided is it's kind of predicated upon CTs having economy. Because when you have smokes on this map and when you don't, it changes the gameplay completely. The Ts have so much favor in options when there just aren't enough smokes for the CTs. So good stuff there from Fnatic.
Definitely just playing very dynamic. And once again, we see that very early on Banana take, though, and they've just got full Banana control now, which helps for information because they know what they're going to do. They know completely what Titan's going to do, and they'll punish Titan as they begin to even try and regain control. Just mowing them down. Only one man stands, and it will be Kenny S with 9 HP. Won't even be able to get the kill. He'll go down by Crims there. 15-5 are the scores on the doors, and it's not looking very good at all for Titan. This last round, they're going to have no money at all, and they'll be going into it with just a few Tech 9s, a bit of a, what they can sort of desperation buy.
Yeah, that was really cool from Fnatic to just kind of like try and end this fast, because that was one of those rounds where it was worth kind of 2 for either team. Fnatic, had they lost that, they wouldn't have been able to buy. They would have had to force like Titan have. So, well, because we can see Titan are in a much much more hungry situation when it comes to the rounds. And already Flush is going to take down Kenny S. Apex as well will fall. As Olofmeister gets himself into second mid peaks, and the two of the three remaining players are actually here. And Prodax is going to go aggressive and find it. Look at how aggressive they are. They just want to take this to them. This fight is all on Maniac now against the four remaining players. He's got 1 minute and 10 left though. And he's being patient, but he's going to get eliminated thanks to Crimson. That's a 16-5 scoreline. Very dominant by Fnatic there. Really nice